Honda. So we have finished our mediocre clubs series, although maybe we'll come back and cover clubs like Cumberland and I actually had a look after last week's episode. This week it's grand final week, so this week we're going to look at. I've created a list, the top 5 and worst 5 NRL pre-game / halftime entertainment moments. So, Dubs, what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the top 5 or the bottom?
I want to start with a positive because I feel like those are nostalgic, and then we can have a good belly laugh.
All right, let me just get the right photo up. So this is obviously compiled by me. This year's entertainment, Dubs, is Amy Shark. Obviously we have to go local. Any thoughts on Amy Shark?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
heard of her.
Yeah, look, I think she did that. She does the Tell 'Em All I Said Hi song, and she's clearly done quite well for herself. She's a local artist, so they're supporting her. I think she's from Sydney. Look, if truth be told, you wouldn't kind of look at Amy Shark and say that's a great traditional blue-collar rugby league type act, but that's, at the same time, I'm not sure that they had many options, the NRL, so she's certainly recognisable. She'll be good for...
Barnesy was available.
Well, if Barnesy was available, he would have been great. But at the same time, we've got to go for who's available. And, credit to the NRL. They found someone who's reasonably well known. I think as well as they could do in with the resources they had. So good on them.
See, for me, it's got to be that, it's got to be some music that's going to get the fans and the players in the mood to play rugby league. So I don't know if Amy Shark, I'm not saying she's a bad artist. I just don't think.
No, she's great, but she's not really my cup of tea either. And I don't think she'll be one who's great for stadium gigs. She's probably more of your more intimate arena type gigs where they can really absorb the music. For me, I think you want your classic, simply the best pump up songs.
Yes.
Thunderstruck before a Melbourne Storm game, lots of big, heavy bass lines and, distorted guitar. So good luck to her though. I'm sure she'll be good.
Yeah. I was going to say, interesting fact about her. She actually worked for the Gold Coast Titans about 10, 12 years ago as something to do with their media team or something along those lines. So she's got a bit of rugby league blood in her. I was just going to say the recent Challenge Cup in England, I think her name was Lizzie Johnson. She's like a classical opera singer, was singing the national anthem, and she tweeted, and it popped up on the Twitter, and I tweeted out to her saying, just make sure you cover Working Class Man. And she liked the tweet, so she was all for it. And I tweeted the same thing to Amy Shark, but she hasn't responded to that tweet. So
Amy Shark's too big for you these days, mate. That's disappointing.
No. So Lizzie, I hope her name's Lizzie Johnson. She's my favorite British singer now. Anyway, let's get into this top 5. So we're starting with the best. So to start off with, I just have photos. Some of you are listening via hopefully Apple and Spotify and that, so you might not see these photos. But 2018 is my number 5. That is Gang of Youths. I don't think their music was really great pump-up music, but the reason why this is in my top 5 list, as you can see, check out the mascots. You got the Rooster Guy and Stormman in the background.
I was elated by seeing that. That took me back to a very upsetting night, but there we go.
Well, but the thing, sorry, Stormman, but I think this set the tone for the night. Guys, you have to go and watch this, the 2018 Gang of Youths. Good band, it was a good performance and all that, but the Roosters mascot he's getting so into it. You can see him there. He gets the hands up, he's clapping and waving the arms. Stormman just sort of is in the background a bit and just, it kind of keeps out the way. But the Roosters guy, he's front and center in the mosh pit and he's going for it. So I thought that was a great moment. It was really funny. You see all these fans and then just this massive chicken head.
Tom Petty already.
Yeah, so that's my number 5. Mascots made that one. Number 4 is 2013 Ricky Martin with Jessica Mauboy. Probably not really rugby league type music, Ricky Martin, but again, it was what Ricky Martin's music like. So really, fun, energetic, set a real sort of party atmosphere. And he covered it's his own song. He played the Cup of Life, which I think, you think back to France '98. You think it's more for your World Cup sort of music, but but still, I thought it was awesome performance, lots of energy. It was really good. Number 3, Hoodoo Gurus in 2007. It was the last time they played the That's My Team. It was 2003, the season where That's My Team was the the official marketing song. and 2007 was the last time they played it. They played it really well. So just, again, a really good performance, good music.
Good Aussie band, yeah.
Good Aussie band. Can't go wrong with that combination. Number 2.
Fancy.
So Jimmy Barnes, according, I looked through the history books, at least 5 grand finals he's performed at. I think it was 95, 97, 98, 2011, and 2015 Cold Chisel played. So he would, there's only one, I think you'll know what number 1 is, but yeah, just a couple of times he didn't play Working Class Man. I think Working Class Man should be at every single NRL pre-game. Jimmy Barnes should be every single NRL pre-game. If Jimmy Barnes isn't there, for me, it's not a real NRL Grand Final. But yeah, he's a classic. He hasn't been around, we haven't had him for 5 years, so we got to get him back while he's still got some energy left, And number 1, do you want to have a guess? Have a guess what number 1 is, Dubs. You sort of alluded to it earlier.
I'll tell you what, it's you haven't gone for Macklemore from a couple of years back, have you? From the year we won? That's
no. It's 1993. Have a guess.
Oh, geez, you've lost me, mate. I'm afraid. I'm just trying to think. It's not Tina Turner.
It is Tina Turner.
Hey, there we go. Tina Turner. She is simply the best after all.
She is, and I put this photo in there. She's holding the trophy with Alfie Langer. Because she deserves the trophy for best pre-game. Actually, go back and watch it. I'm not just saying it because everyone loves Simply the Best. And if you actually watch it, the whole stadium is singing the chorus with her. It's like you're watching an actual gig. It's great energy, great performer.
Oh, she's a fantastic performer. I'm not someone who's ever sat down and listened to a Tina Turner album, but everybody recognizes her songs when they come on the radio. Everybody knows Simply the Best because it just lends itself so well to sports fans. And I've seen her singing it live in a couple of situations, like on YouTube clips before. She goes off. So good on Tina Turner. I thought that might be it. I was embarrassed if I got it wrong, so I was hesitant.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. The Simply the Best is the what's the saying, flogging a dead horse. I don't think the NRL's ever going to stop flogging that one. Like, even this year they remade Simply the Best. All right, that was the best. Now let's look at the worst. Number 5. Do you know who these 2 ladies are, Dubs? Do you remember these?
That is, oh God help me, that's the Veronicas. Jeez.
It wasn't, not so much. It's their performance was fine, but it's the Veronicas at our NRL Grand Final. When I was researching this, someone wrote a comment saying like, it's not the MTV Teen Choice Awards. It's NRL Grand Final. Like, I don't think the players are really pumping up the Veronicas before they rip into it on a rugby league field. So, yes, I
can imagine Big Nelson rocking Untouched or something before he goes out to play.
Yeah, just not the right music for the occasion.
Read the room.
This is another number 4, Jessica Malboy. And she's made both lists, hasn't she? She made the top. This was 2010. She was just clearly lip syncing, and again, the song, it was kind of like this R&B sort of music that, again, I just didn't think was really, pump up the crowd, get ready for a rugby league game type music. But the whole lip syncing thing made it like pretty bad as well. Number 3.
Here we go. My personal favorite.
Oh, you know this one, 1995. So.
Yep, the Optus Vision thing blew open and everything just went terribly wrong. But take over, mate. I want to hear your take on it.
Yeah, so no, you're right. So I think this was actually halftime entertainment, and so I've got a funny quote. So this is obviously in the Super League war. So Optus's side of the ARL, it's the ARL Grand Final. So it was basically a big ad for for Optus Vision, because pay TV was starting and blah blah blah.
I remember the pay TV wars.
It was this massive Optus. You can see the picture. It was this massive Optus Vision TV that floated up into the sky, and it was supposed to like open up, releasing balloons, but part of it got stuck, and it actually delayed the start of the second half. So I can't remember where I found this quote, but this is it. The Optus launch in 1996 involved Jimmy Barnes singing beneath. Well, you had Jimmy Barnes, so at least that's a plus. Beneath a giant TV suspended above a helicopter. This was great until the stupid TV broke apart and hung dangling in parts surrounded by floating balloons for about 5 to 10 minutes until it was safe to get it away. A fabulously unmitigated disaster with the chance of the helicopter decapitating an Aussie folk hero before millions. And yeah, it actually delayed the start of the second half. So that was an absolute disaster. The whole concept of let's just flog Optus Vision. But anyway, that was
it also was a metaphor for the future of Optus Vision in general.
Yes, yeah, Optus Vision. Number 2 takes us back to 1986. Do you know who those people are in front of us? I know the picture's not great quality dubs.
It's a little bit low def. All I can say is that even in the pixelated picture, I can see that they're just sort of the 1980s. In an image there, I can see some very dodgy looking collars and mullets, but you'll have to help me out, mate. I'm not sure.
So it's the cast of Neighbours. They sung the national anthem, and it was an absolute.
Hang on. Sorry, is that Kylie and Jason on the left?
Yeah, it's Kylie and Jason on the left. So I took a screenshot of the YouTube clip because I couldn't actually find a photo of it. And so it was a complete disaster. They were they weren't even in time. But again, look that one up. And number 1, drum roll. Here we go. Billy Idol, 2002. Not Billy Idol's fault.
No.
But he rocks up. He's brought into the stadium on a hovercraft. He's all pumped up. He's getting the crowd G'd up. He's doing a good job. And then the power didn't work. Poor guy. They fumbled around for 5-6 minutes before pulling the pin. You felt sorry for him. He's like, he's obviously the power's not working. So like, any Warriors fans out there? Any Roosters fans? It's like, I love my footy. So he's trying his best to try to keep the crowd involved. And then after maybe a minute or two, it's like, well, this is really awkward.
That clip I've seen a couple of times, and I think he's trying to go, we're just waiting to get some power. We're going to rock out on here. And he keeps saying, eventually the poor guy was absolutely probably, he was going to, I think, pump Rebel Yell or something, or White Wedding, one of his absolute classics, which is the kind of thing that can get you pretty pumped up, listening to some Billy Idol. And he's a good performer. Love his songs. So that would have disappointed me big time if I'd been there and that had happened. But let's be fair, that's 2 massive fails technically in that top 5. They're also, if you watch the vision of number 3 of the Optus TV collapsing open, it's hysterical. It looks as bad as it sounds. And while it's not funny because you feel a bit sorry for Billy Idol, it is a little bit funny seeing him sort of half in the dark on there, trying to get himself pumped up, ready to go, and then it just never goes.
Yeah, he fought to the end. Anyway, Dub, so that's that's our grand final special of Pulse Pondering. So tell us what you think in the comments, if you agree with my list or if I've missed anything in there. So I'm keen to see what other people think.